this is Gilgamesh. I want to talk about this movie, Emilia Perez, for a couple reasons. God, this movie's terrible. It is a piece of shit. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes, 10 minutes long, and it is, oh my God. I'm going to put it this way. I had to go through this, stop watching it 3 times because I kept getting a goddamn fucking headache. So it took me 4 times to get through this movie, and you don't forget this piece of shit. Okay, this movie is written as a movie. The problem is the director has them in weird spots suddenly start singing written dialogue. It's not written as a musical. They put in some generic, and they do have some fucking retarded dance sequences, but for the people cannot sing. The real star of this movie is Zoe Saldana because we're with her. You know, it's really, for the most part, we're seeing it through her eyes. And they have auto-tune at the beginning of this movie where I don't know why that's in, where it's in it's supposed to be Spanish, I think, and it's singing about buying a refrigerator, a spring, I think a mattress, a microwave, things like that. It makes no sense. And it's not filmed in Mexico, it's filmed in France. And the director said, he's actually a racist. I'll get into what he said about Spanish-speaking people. But he didn't film it in Mexico. This movie insults the people in Mexico. It makes them out to be criminals. It's absolute disrespect to the trans community. First of all, Carla Sofia Garzón is from Spain. There's nobody, this cast, most of these, like this, Carla, that's a guy, by the way, transgender guy. Transgender, born, Selena Gomez, his father, if I remember right, he's from Mexico, but she doesn't speak Spanish. And she sucks at it. It's terrible. When she tries to speak Spanish, it's horrible. Then they have her sing in Spanish, which is even fucking worse. And then there's slowly Zoe Saldana, who's actually she's Dominican and Puerto Rican. And she was born in New Jersey, but grew up in New York. And she speaks fluent Spanish. And she's literally supposed to be the star of this movie, but they give it to Carla because the title's called Emilia Perez. Oh, dear God. It starts out, I'm going to break this shitty movie down. It is too fucking long. For one thing, it is garbage. It has the fucking ability to make you go, oh, what the fuck? Okay, this is how bad everything is. Zoe Saldana is a lawyer. Okay, at the beginning, she's a defense lawyer. She's been hired to defend a man who's accused of murdering his wife. It's supposed to be Mexico, but it's actually not. That's where the setting's supposed to be. But they filmed it in France. Well, she's walking and she's thinking, this is supposed to be in her head. She's thinking about how to get her client off. And she gets a call from her partner and they decide to run with suicide. Yeah, not kidding. And then suddenly it breaks into a musical number about her client, and it's supposed to show that she's writing out their defense, like her, how to get this guy off from murder. I'm not kidding. And then suddenly other people are singing, and then there's a guy getting stabbed. It's just pure. It's an insult to Mexico. If you're Mexican, I feel bad for you. I'll get to why this movie insults everything about Mexico, and it is. And this fucking piece of shit director could fuck off. He's racist because he actually, and I'll show you, I'll get to him real quick. He actually has said that, and this is from, I want to show this. Before I get back, there's backlash on this fucker right here. I'll get to why there's backlash on him, but the director thinks anybody who speaks Spanish is poor. Yes, he literally said, he doesn't talk to the lead actor. Things that backfired on Netflix for this. But he said that anybody who speaks Spanish is poor. He's French, by the way. And he thinks anybody who speaks Spanish is a poor piece of shit. He said it's the language of the poor. He hates Mexicans. He would not, he's supposed to film in Mexico, but he refused to go there because he fucking hates Mexico. He hates Mexico. So I just want to get that out of the way before, I get, so, yeah, and basically she has no morals against helping. I get it, you're a defense attorney, you're supposed to help you. But we can tell at the end he actually murdered his wife. And in the trial, somehow they convinced the jurors he didn't do it. So we see at the end, he's standing outside the courthouse with his young, hot thing. That's the first, that should have been, oh yeah, he definitely killed his wife. Then she goes to the bathroom and she gets a call. And it's from, well, we will call her Emilia Perez, but she goes by her. She's in one third of this movie. Carla is playing as a man. They put prosthetics and facial hair so that she can be the head of a drug cartel, a pretty violent one in Mexico. Okay, married with 2 kids, a boy and a daughter, to Jessie here, played by Selena Gomez. She's horrendously bad in the movie. I feel bad for Zoe because throughout this movie she seems like she was forced to do this. I know she took a paycheck, but she looked like she literally was kidnapped and made to do this movie because she looks like she doesn't want to be there. She didn't look like she really enjoyed making this garbage movie. So she gets a call from, and she looks out, and all of a sudden she starts out of nowhere singing again. And then the women that are cleaners start singing, being her backup singers, and then she does the thing where she pushes her ass out. Yeah, so you know she has an ass. And it's just, what the fuck is this shit? Then, oh yes, he tells her, I know you're in the bathroom, and in Spanish, by the way. And she gets kidnapped and brought to him. And his plan is to hide who he is, to escape his life. He wants to get a sex change operation. This is an insult to transgender. And by the way, the fuckers are transgender. So he knows this is not something transgenders wouldn't take lightly. And I'll get to why this movie is insulting to Mexicans. And so he wants her to help him get a sex change operation so he can escape his life. Not because he feels sorry for what he did, it's because he wants to not ever go to prison. Essentially, that's what he's trying to do. So she basically goes to Bangkok. And in this movie, I kid you not, suddenly they start a song, if you want to call it a song, about turning a penis into a vagina. Yeah, you've seen, if you've watched other people, that actually happens in the movie, and it's horrendously bad. And then they have the people on the beds who supposed to look like they got plastic surgery, and they're rolling the beds like they're doing it. And here's where I'm gonna stop things. I love telenovelas. Those are some of the best dramas. Yeah, you don't have to understand what they're saying. I love the emotion they put in those telenovelas. And yeah, watch a Mexican movie. It's fucking amazing. They really make you believe. These people put their heart and soul into their women are great in these things. Okay, take a Bollywood. I've seen a few. They're actually really well done. They've got a lot. Yeah, there's dancing. Take all the fun things out of those two, remove all of it, and here you got a piece of shit. A movie that hates everything. The director said, I hate musicals. So he writes a movie that's not a musical, but then makes these people sing the written word that's not written as a musical. And you can tell they put generic music into it. So there's no effort put into this. And they have these ridiculous, and they're on beds, and they're twirling around like from above. It's really fucking shit. And then she goes home, and I mean, this movie's fucking 2 hours and 10 minutes long of boredom. I'm like halfway, about 38 minutes, about 40 minutes, not even the first hour, I had to stop watching. Because my head, I actually legitimately got started, because they don't write this as a musical. They suddenly break in every few fucking minutes with they'll start talking, and then suddenly it's a song. And when she meets the drug cartel, they're talking in Spanish, all of a sudden he starts singing for no fucking reason. That's what's fucking annoying, why I kept getting a headache. The movie isn't written as a musical. I love musicals. God, I like, The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, Fiddler on the Roof, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Paint Your Wagon. Yeah, Seven Brides, Seven Brothers, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins. So I love me a musical. This is not a musical. This is dog shit. This movie is so fucking almost unwatchable. I forced myself to watch this boring piece of shit. Yeah. And he starts singing for no fucking reason. It goes from talking to singing. That's what I'm talking about. This movie has no coherent fucking story. It's a boring mess with forced, what feels like they just want them to sing for no reason. This is not an amazing movie. This is a piece of fucking shit. And then, I'm trying to remember, okay, because the movie really is still in my head. He lets her go, like I said, she goes to Bangkok, and then she meets this doctor, this guy, and she gets abducted again by this card. I forget why he kidnaps her, and then we meet the doctor and he meets with and they're gonna perform the surgery. Oh my God! Thank God we didn't see the surgery. It's just it treats transgenderism like shit. It makes Mexicans look bad. It makes us look bad for watching it. It's an insult of a movie. Yeah, and then and this isn't even the first hour of the movie. We're not even halfway through this fucking dog shit before we get the, where they put on the news that the drug cartel has died horrifically. They faked his death. He doesn't even let his this is how stupid this whole movie is. Okay, of all the people to know that you're going to fake your death, you don't bother telling your fucking wife. This is why it's an insult in the Mexican culture. And this is a lot like I know in Italy, I do know in Spain, and that family is everything to these people. They're very close to the men are very close to their mothers. So the fact that this asshole doesn't think he has to tell his wife that he's going to go on their knife to hide the fact that he's a woman. So yeah, and another thing I'm going to say is I've been a Mexican family. I know how close they are. You meet every member of the goddamn fucking family. So the fact that he goes under the knife, cuts his dick off, gets a fake vagina to hide the fact that he was this cartel, and comes back as Emilia Perez and tells his wife that he is her sister-in-law. So the two kids' aunt. Yeah, miraculously, she doesn't know, and he has apparently never met this fucker's family. That's why I said it's an insult to Mexicans. Because and I've talked to Mexicans, and the first thing, and I've known this about even the cartels, even the mob. If you are brought in, if you marry the leader, you meet every fucking member of the family. You meet the grandmother, you meet the kids, so you would know every member of the family. The fact that this Jesse doesn't know that her husband had a sister is really stupid. But the thing that throws this whole sort of threw me off was when the daughter, I think it was the daughter, is in bed, and here comes Emilia Perez. This is later in the movie. Gets in bed, lays next to his daughter, and she goes, "You smell like Papa." So she's figured out, his own daughter has figured out that this is her father. Because he goes, "You smell like Papa." What the fuck? If the kid figured out that this is daddy, why has the stupid fucking wife not? And, it doesn't end there, the fucking stupid. Sing it. We come back years later. And we're in London. Yes. Where Zoe Saldana, where Rita is at a dinner at some restaurant. And all of a sudden, and I'll tell you right now, the moment I saw it, without knowing this was Emilia Perez, I knew this was the fucking gangster because the face doesn't hide. You can take you can take the facial hair off. It's still the same. It's still Gasson. Yeah, and sitting there, and Zoe Saldana doesn't recognize the fucker. I'm like, what? I can tell that's that fucker. And she acts surprised. Like, I'm not joking. I think Zoe Saldana felt like she was kidnapped to do this shitty. But I know she did it, took the money, and got a Golden Globe for her performance. She's the only reason I watched this movie. She is the only bearable fuck in this movie of the three. I mean, oh my God, I hated this fucking movie. Yeah. And doesn't recognize, and then it suddenly sinks in when she starts to, "Oh my God, it's you. Holy shit." And then it turns, it's a shit movie. And then starts singing. There's another musical number. Oh, kid you not. Oh yes, you will get a lot of these sudden interruptions with musical numbers singing. It's horrendously bad. Yeah, and then we get to the point of where she pretends to be the aunt of the two kids, introduced as the aunt. Yet the wife, and that's what I meant. The wife doesn't even know that her husband had a sister. That's what we're supposed to believe. Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie on all fucking levels. I'm not gonna sit there and not ruin this fucking shitty movie. I want you to know how bad this piece of shit, how much I fucking hate this movie. And fuck the director, and fuck Gassan, and not Zoe Saldana. I'm kind of pissed that she did this movie because she's a talented actress. But I'm going to say this: there were some other performances that were, not terrible. They were okay. But fuck this movie. God, I got a headache every time I tried finishing this shitty movie. 2 hours and 10 minutes felt like 10 hours of hell. You want people to give up and give you what you want? Make them watch this fucking movie. They'll literally go, oh my God, I can't take it. Yeah. And so, yeah, and asked her to help her get back with her kids. She wants her kids in her life. And so she asked her to lie and say that I'm the aunt. I'm the kid's aunt. What? And the fact that the stupid fucking retarded wife doesn't even understand that that's her husband. Think By the way, not Zoe, but Selena Gomez is supposed to be a singer. Why the and she can't speak Spanish, even though her dad, I think I did confirm, is originally from Mexico. So this bitch is half Mexican, and yet she can't speak a fucking word of Spanish. What the fuck? Zoe Saldana is Puerto Rican and fucking Dominican and can speak fluent Spanish. I barely speak it. I can speak some Spanish, and I sound better than Selena Gomez. Duh. Yeah, and then she tries singing in Spanish. It's fucking even worse. This bitch should give up fucking thinking she got. Her acting is so fucking horrendous. I'd rather watch Brie Larson in The Marvels. I'm not joking. Winnie the Pooh, Bloody Honey. I owe you an apology. You should get an Oscar. The first Winnie the Pooh, Bloody Honey is an Oscar-worthy movie over this piece of fucking dog shit. Yes, I hate this fucking movie. I decided, after hearing all the horrible things seen on, okay, this can't be, oh no, it's worse. Don't watch this movie, don't give Netflix any time. I'll get to after I'm finished with this shitty review, about the star of this, the one that's considered the Carla Sofia Gasson, the Spaniard fucking racist piece of shit. Fuck you. Yeah, so, getting back to this fucking dog shit, is that, yeah. And so introduce the kids. Like I said, the daughter realizes this is her father. Goes, you smell like Papa. Okay. Hanging out with the family, everything. And, and then decides to... This is the turn in the movie where we're supposed to... Emilia Perez is going to change. He's going to turn his life around by giving back the victims of his cartel. So how do they pull this stupid move off that we're supposed to now look at her? Oh yes, she's not doing it for the kindness of her heart. She's doing it because she's a fucking evil person. Has no remorse or empathy for the people she killed. Neither does Zoe Rita. She, I'll get to the end of this piece of so decides to get the members of the cartel to tell them where the bodies are buried. I'm not kidding. These fucking morons. Okay, if you're in a gang or cartel, your job, if you're arrested, is to never rat out, tell them anything. But these fuckers I'm supposed to believe, are in this cartel. Outright just tell them where all the bodies are. So what happens before they even call the police? They go hire a bunch of people to dig up all the bodies so that Emilia Perez can be some fucking stupid hero. And a folk hero, I kid you fucking not. And at one point, this Adriana Paz wants to find out about her husband. We know it's her husband. And Emilia Perez tells her that her husband's in the morgue. We know, and she doesn't. And then she reveals that she's looking for the man who used to physically beat the shit out of her. And then says, "What do you want to do with the body? Just throw it away." Literally. After talking to her, and then they start a relationship, yeah. So, and Rita not once feels guilty for shit. She's like, oh yes, we'll make her into a hero. Emilia Perez is gonna become a folk hero. So, yeah, and the movie goes on for a while like this of her, and then no one bothers to go, okay, how did you find it? They just believe this shit. This is how stupid the movie is. No one figures out that that's the drug cartel. And then we get to the wife has moved on. Remember, she believes her husband's dead, believes that this is some aunt that she'd never heard of, and has started a new relationship. And basically, it's been, And then we get to a confrontation where Emilia Perez goes up to the room, to Jess's room, and basically puts hand around throat and says, "I want my children back." And this freaks her out to the point she comes back and the kids are gone, the place is empty, and basically Jess has taken the kids with her new man and run away to a new place. She tells her husband that, yeah, I've got this place, it's got a good, all this stuff, we're moving. And he's pissed. He wants to keep his kids. So what happens? After, he cuts her off financially, they kidnap her. And the police say, oh no, she's dead. Emilia Perez is dead. But the truth is she's been abducted, and a kid shows up in the box, opens it, 2 fingers. So these 2 fingers I think on this hand, get cut off. And basically she plans to try to rescue her. Yes. And brings a bunch of goons with guns. Oh, they do a whole bit of a musical thing with guns, reloading the gun. I'm not joking. It's like singing with guns. Yeah, this movie's shit. Yeah, and they show up, and the guy that's with Jess, her new squeeze, has night vision goggles and tells her to put her hand up. She shows up, tells her to turn off light. They shoot light out. Wants to see her hand. She doesn't have a gun in her hand, but she has a bag of money. And then he knows and they get the shootout they take, and as they're about to, there's a shootout, Billy Perez starts telling Jess how they met. And he goes, how do you know this? Basically revealing that he's her husband. And then she's like, oh my God, you're my husband. And puts her in the trunk. Yeah, the guy, her boyfriend, puts Emilia Perez in the trunk. And then they're driving off. And basically she says, stop, I don't want to do this anymore. It's like, what? And grabs the gun. They get into a shootout in the vehicle, crash, boom, car upside down, car blows up. They're all killed. And then, for some reason, Rita gets the kid. I said there's no consequences to this movie. They end the movie on a stupid musical number where she's turned into some fucking folk hero. Yes. They turned this piece of shit drug cartel member into a fucking folk hero. No one goes, how do you... Nobody in a cartel would ever... If they were in prison, they would keep their mouth shut because they would be killed in prison for ratting out or saying anything about the cartel, the boss, yeah. This movie's absolute dog shit. It was a headache to watch. It was boring. The fucking thing went on too damn long, and it made no fucking sense. There are no consequences in this movie. And, yeah, it's absolutely horrible. There's throughout it. They suddenly start talking, then they're singing. It's like, yes, another musical shitty number. We need more of this. Yeah, I'm not joking. They're talking, they're speaking, then suddenly they're breaking the song. There's weird, they're doing weird dancing. I mean, oh, dear God, this movie's a piece of shit. No wonder Mexico hates it. No wonder GLAAD thinks it's a piece of shit and thinks it's an insult to transgender. The director hates Spanish-speaking people, calls them poor. Didn't want to go to Mexico because I guess he thinks the Mexicans are filthy or some reason. He filmed this, and nothing against Zoe Saldana, but fuck this movie. I seriously had a headache throughout it. And then we get back after all that, we get back to Mexico. They do auto-tuning. That's the second time they bring this fucking stupid auto-tuning into the museum. We never find out what's being said. It's all in fucking, I think, Spanish. It's supposed to be French in the movie. I don't remember when they spoke French. But yeah, it says the languages are Spanish, right here. Spanish, English, and French. I don't know when they spoke French. But, dear God, the movie's a chore. It's slow. It's boring. It has no coherency to it. The acting's atrocious. Zoe Saldana gives a good performance. Adriana Paz, she's okay. I mean, find out that her husband was, it's like, why are you looking for your dead husband was an abusive piece of shit? But it's like, yeah, we don't actually see the surgery. Oh, fucking thank God. I don't want to see a fucking penis turned into a fake vagina. But it's like, they almost give you looking down there to see her fake vagina. It's like, no, thank you. And he still has short hair, and then they come back and you see Emilia Perez, and you're like, that's still that fucking cartel. Right away, you knew this was the guy. It's like, oh, without saying anything, that's him. Not much of an improvement over the way he looks in real life. He always had this face. Yeah, garçon. So let's go here and this movie, avoid at all costs. You will fucking want to. This movie if you want to make people give up and admit their, make them watch this movie. They'll literally surrender. Yeah, and this is the director. These are all the movies to this one. He's directed. And he's written a lot. Most of his career is him writing. So from 74 he wrote. He directed here in 94, 96, 98. Never seen any of these movies. And then he only wrote here. And then he started from 2001 all the way to 2024 he directed. Yeah. And this is the guy. He's from France. He's a pile of shit. Fuck him. He's a racist. Now we'll get to Carla. Garçon. Oh my God. This fucker went on to CNN and did an interview without Netflix approval. That's why it's unauthorized. And up came a bunch of fucking racist tweets from Garçon. Not joking. Where he said Hitler had some great ideas. Oh, yes. Yeah. Right here. It's like, and playing the victim. Yes, he literally cries that she's getting death threats and everything for shit she said. Yeah. And it's like, God damn it, stop bringing that up. I'm trying to find it. He's 52 years old, by the way. He's young. Well, I'm turning 54, so let that. Why is Garth's comments causing backlash? Well, he made fucking some really fucked up racist tweets. He's deleted his account, by the way. Fucker deleted his account. He said, he talked about that Hitler was not a bad guy. He just has some really good ideas. He hates Muslims. Oh, racist fucking comments about Muslims, women covering up. And some people think that's funny, that women, and by the way, in the Bible, it says women should dress modestly. Yeah. And so, yeah, you have all, and this is the fucker who basically, and then played the victim, like, I'm the one being targeted, death threats and all this. You went on, and said, oh yeah, played the fucking, I've been convicted and sacrificed. No, you haven't, bitch. You haven't been crucified. You went on CNN. You did an interview where you asked about the fucking racist shit you said in the past. Yeah, you said that, the whole thing about Muslims, you said Hitler had good ideas, Holocaust and all. And, in addition, she addressed a since deleted ex post, which she called George Floyd, who was murdered by the police, and it was manslaughter, not murder, a drug addict and a hustler. Well, he's a drug addict, and he was in prison for beating a woman with a pistol and almost killing her. So yeah, but he did die at the hands of the police, but he was on drugs at the time, and it caused his heart. There's a whole lot about that. It's manslaughter. But the fucker literally said Hitler had good ideas. So now Netflix blindsided. They're trying to save Zoe Saldana's Oscar, which she'll probably still win, but they are pulling this bitch from everything. All the posters now no longer have this fucker. This guy is one of the most, he's a piece of shit. He's a racist asshole. And the director, like I said, it's like Trump gets elected and the racist assholes come out of the woodwork. Elon does 2 Nazi salutes and then go on and say, gentlemen, don't feel sorry. No longer apologize for what your grandparents did. The Holocaust. And then complains about South Africa's government wanting to confiscate land for the betterment of all people. Oh, he calls that because, the white people, farmers took the land during apartheid. They stole it from the Africans, South Africans. Yeah. Yeah, and so it's like this. This person said some horrendous fucking shit, and they are. Netflix, right here, it says, Netflix distanced itself from Carla Sofia Garçon as controversy focused, and they're now trying to save, and I kid you not, they're trying to save Zoe Saldana's Oscar. They are. And of course, this person and he deleted his Twitter account. Yes, he absolutely deleted it. Right here, it says, it's in Spanish, by the way. It's in Spanish, yeah. In a post, Garçon's account that Islam fails to comply with international rights and that the religions must be banned as long as it does not simply comply with DDHH, using an abbreviation for human rights in Spanish law. By the way, Muslims are following their religion, which is to cover up. And by the way, Christianity says women should cover up too. I am so sick. Here's in 2021, Garcon from Spain. I am so sick of so much of this shit of Islam and of Christianity, of Catholicism, and of all the fucking beliefs of morons that violate human rights. No one's violating anybody's rights, you fucking dumb bitch. Along with her post about Islam, Gasson posted a long thread about George Floyd just days after he was killed, manslaughter by the police. He did die of a drug overdose, but yeah, the police didn't, Okay, to black people to be monkeys. Oh yes, here it goes. Okay, Swindler, but his death has served and once again demonstrate that there are people who still consider black people to be monkeys without rights and considered policemen to be assassins. She posted, "They're all wrong." Oh my God, this person's fucking yes. In a follow-up post, Gasson added, "Too many things to reflect on regarding the behavior of our species every time an event occurs. Perhaps it is no longer a question of racism, but of social classes that feel threatened by each other. Maybe that's the only real difference." Oh, you're so stupid. Gasson, who is the first openly trans actor to be nominated for Best Actress. I'm not kidding. Getting nominated for Best Actress where third of your movie you play as a man. More and more Oscars are looking like a ceremony for independent and protest films. I didn't know if I was watching an Afro-Korean festival, a Black Lives Matter demonstration, or the 8M Gasson 8M, okay. Apart from that, an ugly gala. Okay. Yeah, let's get to the part where she said Hitler didn't do it. Yeah. Oh, this is her racism towards China. Netflix and the Academy have no comment. They were blindsided by this shit. It's utterly fucking hilarious how he said Hitler was not a bad person. He had some good ideas. Yes, literally said Hitler had good ideas. Yeah, I wish I could find that because that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, this person is literally ruining. I'm not a racist. You said fucking racist shit. No, did not actually apologize for the old tweet. Yeah, and so when these posters now come out, this person is removed. They are trying Netflix. They should have done because, yeah, Zoe Saldana will most likely still win her Oscar for the movie. But yeah, fuck this movie. I saw it. It's a piece of shit. It should not get nominated. It got 13 Oscar nods, more than any other movie in history. Yeah, and it has no right to be. It's a piece of shit. It's the worst fucking movie you could ever watch. I apologize to Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Hair. I apologize to Exorcist Believer. I even apologize to Brie Larson. She can act. This movie, I have not seen the Marvels. I would rather watch the Marvels than this piece of shit. This movie induced a headache I haven't had ever. I mean, 3 times I had to stop watching because I kept getting a fucking headache from the grotesque movie. This abomination should have never been made. Oh my God. I think about it and I'm getting a headache. This movie, you don't forget this piece of shit. You will not forget how awful this fucking movie is. Selena Gomez, you can't act or sing. You fucking suck. Your Spanish is shit. Your acting is crap. Fuck you. Fuck you, Garcon, you racist piece of shit. And, yeah, sorry, Zoe Saldana, you agreed to do this piece of shit. You'll probably get your Oscar, but this movie's dead on arrival. And that means, most likely, I hope to fucking God they do the right thing and give the Oscar to me more for the substance. Go watch that movie. That movie's amazing. Fuck this dog shit. I can't believe I watched it. It was a horror to watch. I will never watch this piece of shit. And Netflix, you know better. You should have known better. You promoted this shit. Fuck you. Fuck you on all levels. This is worse than what WWE is putting on right now. Yeah, this movie's worse than anything you've seen. Do not unless you want to absolutely go, why the fuck did I waste my time? I'm warning you, this movie will make you hate watching movies. Yeah, so that being said, fuck this movie, fuck this movie, fuck this movie, fuck this movie, fuck you, Golson, fuck you, Golson, fuck you, Golson, and fuck the director. This movie's a racist piece of shit. It hates trans people. It hates fucking gay people. It hates Mexicans. It's a trashy piece of shit filmed in fucking France. I don't have a problem with the French. Fuck this director and anybody, the fucking French company that made this piece of shit. And Netflix, fuck you for promoting this dog shit. I have little sympathy for your dumb ass, because you should have known when you would decide to push this film for the 13 Oscars. You should have done a little background and known what you got yourself into. So this even makes Cuties a fucking better film than this, and I hate fucking Cuties. What a horrible movie that is. But this is far worse. This is more offensive than Cuties. Yes, this is more of an offensive movie because it shouldn't exist. And the fact that it's been promoted by Netflix and Hollywood. Here's my finger. You see it? Fuck you, 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 fuck you. Emilia Perez, you're dog shit on all fucking levels. Critical Drinker was right about this. And if this whole racism thing, I would have said, I hope you win every Oscar to destroy the Academy forever. But now, bye. Have a good night.